From the Inland Empire Media Group, IEMG, I'm Dennis Baxter, and welcome again to Inland Empire Alive, and happy holidays. Here we are, it's Christmas, New Year's, right on the cusp, and we've got a lot of exciting things to share with you. My next guest, who has been an employee of Assemblymember Wilmer Amina Carter. She's been involved in a lot of activities in terms of public relations, in terms of policy making, and her name is Shonda Hutton. Shonda, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Good to have you here.
Thanks.
Time for Change Foundation, of course, an organization originally started by Kim Carter here in San Bernardino, very much alive and well and advocating all good things that need to be advocated. Let's talk about the current mission statement.
Time for Change Foundation's mission is to provide essential resources to women and children who desire to change the course of their lives and make the transition from homelessness and recidivism to self-sufficiency. And so the women come to us, their families, battered by life circumstances, and so we provide them the tools necessary to become self-sufficient. It's like the primary goal is to make sure that they're independent, make sure that they have a safe place to heal and recover for themselves and their children. We teach them financial literacy, the importance of saving a dollar so that when they do get a job and they learn how to, they make their earned income, they know how to save for the future so that they can live independently.
Well, and that's so very vital, especially women who have their self-esteems have somewhere along the road been beaten down. Isn't that right, Shonda?
It's definitely true because, you know, their lives are shattered. They come to us shattered. And so it's our priority to mend their lives. And we do that in a number of ways. And the main way is by giving them an opportunity to lead with strength from within. So we teach them how to be their own voice for themselves and their children and the community. And we do this in partnership with organizations statewide, focused on issues that affect these women and children and low-income communities, because those issues are multifaceted. So we do this through Take Action California, which is our website, where we have everybody who is interested in having their voice heard at the legislative process can have a seat at the round table, so to speak. So it's a vehicle of change for the people.
Well, and as she's pointed out, time for change. That's really what it's all about.
It definitely is.
Part of that change is being able to advocate legislatively, whether it's in Sacramento, whether it's in the county or the city, right?
That's true. It's broad-based. And so it's three-tiered in the sense that it deals with federal legislation, what's going on nationally, what's going on with our state, in California in particular. That's why it's called Take Action California. And then also what's happening locally. And so we focus on 5 core issue areas. That's budget and policy reform, health and community safety, economic prosperity and development, criminal justice reform, and education and employment. And all of these things are important to our base, which are the women and children, because the issues that they combat are multifaceted.
Is there an education component, and I'm sure there is, to all of this, as far as not just teaching women how to balance a checkbook and save, but also empowering them to the point where, hey, I know we can do something if we all work together?
It definitely is. It's called leading with strength. And that is our component, where we teach them how to be their own advocate. And then we also join the forces of them being their self-advocate with people statewide. And so currently on Take Action California, we are advocating for the Congress to pass the McKinney Act, which will allocate emergency funds to organizations like Time for Change Foundation, like the United Way, to help people who may be living in their car because of the economic turndown. Families have been displaced. There's foreclosures happening, layoffs, and so they need an opportunity to regain themselves so that they can, re-enter society successfully.
And be able to be good role models for those children.
Be good role models for their children, for them to be able to just feel like they're empowered to do something, that they have a voice and that their voice is going to be heard. And that's what Take Action California does.
And part of that advocacy and obviously reaching out to the congressmen that are involved in that, and senators, I'm sure, is now exploded just beyond the county and all up and down the state of California. Is that right?
Most definitely. We have people from Berkeley to San Diego registered on Take Action California, and I encourage you to register on to Take Action California at www.takeactionca.org. Become a registered member and send a letter to Congress and let them know to pass the McKinney Act, that our communities need emergency food and shelter programs so that people aren't left sleeping under the bridge.
Who's the author of the McKinney Act? Do we know offhand?
Offhand, I don't know the author of the
Okay.
McKinney Act. I do apologize for not
No,
having that
that's
information.
okay.
But it is on Take Action California.
Okay, good.
And they can read all about it on Take Action.
Good. So it goes from Congress, obviously, to the Senate.
It's going to
And-
go from Congress to the Senate. So what a person can do is log onto the website, type in their zip code, and they can get their senators and their Congress
good.
members' telephone
Excellent,
number.
excellent.
Call the House representative, ask to speak to their housing staff person, and let them know, hey, it's important that organizations are supported. The McKinney Act passing will allocate $2.2 billion nationally, which will drill down to San Bernardino County to be $1.6 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to provide
It is.
essential resources
Right,
to help these families.
Well, I suspect it's either a representative or a congressman or a Senator McKinney that's probably the lead person on this somewhere, but you can get all the information.
But you can get all the
on Take
information
Action.
at www.takeactionca.org.
Good.
Yes.
What other events, what other progressive things are you looking to do in 2011 as we're approaching the new year?
As we're approaching the new year, one of our biggest things that we do at Time for Change Foundation is our annual Springtime Bloom, and that is taking place on April 7th at 11:30 a.m. at the National Orange Show Event Center. This is a great opportunity for our organization to give back to our community partners, to recognize individuals and our community partners for the work that they've helped us do collectively, and a great way for them to meet our women, our children, the ones that are currently in our house, as well as the ones that graduated.
And how can folks get more information on
They
that?
can go on to www.timeforchangefoundation.org to get more information. They can also contact our office at 909-886-2994.
Let's repeat that
I'll
phone
repeat
number.
that,
Please do.
909-886-2994.
Good.
And they can learn about how they can get involved.
Time for Change Foundation, a very important organization here in the city, obviously partnering now with the California Action Committee and that website. Once again, let's give that out.
Yes, that is in collaboration with Take Action California.
Right.
The website is www.takeactionca.org.
Well, you know, the organization is growing. It's empowering, and obviously you have a mission statement to be out there. The organization has acquired the talents of yourself
Thank you.
and many other great people who are going to move this not only into 2011, but
beyond.
many years to come for the empowerment of women, most notably with children who have had challenges in their life
Exactly.
and need that self-esteem.
Yes. Our organization is growing in leaps and bounds.
That's great.
We have a good staff, a good core of people who are all invested in the health and well-being of our families. We've done so much in the last year, with modifications to our website, our organizational website, with launching of Take Action California. So we're really excited about the upcoming year and what's going to happen to Time for Change Foundation and the changes that we plan on making for the women and children that we serve.
You know what? Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Continued success. Shonda Hutton, thank you very much for being on the program.
Thank you much for having me.
From Time for Change Foundation, you can get more information at their website, timeforchange.org, right?
www.timeforchangefoundation.org.
Alrighty. We'll have more on Inland Empire Live coming up, but first I'd like to take a reflection back to last September. And that is when the Stater Brothers Route 66 Rendezvous had one of the biggest blowouts in downtown San Bernardino. And we've got some footage of that fantastic event to share with you right now.